Hi, happy Monday. Welcome to what I call The Dollar is Dead. I put this on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The point of these episodes is to try to convince you to do what the rich do and to invest like the rich so that your net worth can grow. During the week, I also put on, and most of the videos that I have that are most popular are the ones that have to do with getting you out of debt, explaining how the different methods work to help you get out of debt as fast as possible, particularly high interest rate credit card debt. Have a bunch of novel ways of doing that. But today I wanted to talk and do a video a little differently and just explain something that seems to bother me when I look at some of the videos I see. I'm seeing a pattern, and it particularly was with the infinite banking system. Now, the infinite banking system, you may have heard of it. You may have watched videos to see how it works. I put one out recently. A graphical image of it is behind me here. But what's interesting is I put that out to explain just factually exactly what it is, what it does, the pros, the cons, but without any of that confusing language. And I thought when I went through it and after watching other videos, it bothered me that a couple things. One, a lot of the videos out there can be very confusing. And you might think that person's not presenting it very well. No. I believe, and this is always just my opinion, never financial advice, but I believe that the confusion of some of these videos is on purpose. There's an idea, and you may be thinking this way, or others may think this way, and you got to kind of change your mindset. Your mindset should be question everything. There's an idea that if someone makes content that is confusing, that you might think, wow, this is complicated. Not confusing, it's complicated. And if it's complicated, then it must work, and it must work very well. Not really thinking, why is this being presented to me in this way? If you look at that particular infinite banking system and the product that's offered with the whole life insurance, my point at the end of that video was to explain that there are alternatives. I particularly don't think that that's the best product. I think there are other things you can do that would yield you better returns. And what's interesting about that is that the whole point, again, in my opinion, of the infinite banking system product is to simply sell you insurance from large insurance companies. Does it have the various benefits that they say? Yes, from what I can see, it does. It does all the things they say it does. But you can also do those things on your own in other ways. You don't need that product to have those benefits. It's a product that's been wrapped up, and they talk about the benefits of it as if you can only get them through that product. Not true. And then they talk about the benefits as if it's something that's beating the system. So first, I think it's intentionally confusing to make you think that it's complicated and therefore works well. Second, it seems as though they're presenting it in such a way to make you think that you're, let's say, beating the system. From all the videos I saw, it kind of makes you feel like, oh, wow, I can be my own bank. I'm going to beat the banks. Now, look, I'm one that always says the government doesn't care about you. Banks don't care about you. You're on your own. Take control of your financial future. If you don't do it, no one else will. It's your responsibility. Okay. So not the biggest fan of banks. They serve a purpose, but they're no greater than any other institution. So you look at it and you say, well, I think they're trying to make people believe that they're beating the system, which is a great drum to beat. How many of us get tired knowing that the company we work for is taxed? Then they pay you a salary and you're taxed. And then you drive to the store and the gas is taxed and your car is taxed with property tax, if you unless you live in certain states. And then you get to the grocery store and you buy your groceries and that's taxed. Gosh, I just worked, got paid, and tried to eat, and 5 taxes at least were levied on me just so I could eat an apple. That seems ridiculous. So when someone comes along and says, I got something to help you beat the system, then you're thinking, oh wow, beat the system. I want to do that. But ultimately, take a step back, put yourself in the shoes of the people presenting it. Nothing wrong with the presenters. But who created this product? The insurance industry. Why did they create it? So you'll buy it. What do? They try to make it look like it's something that maybe it's not, or maybe it's not as great as it is. From what I see, it does everything they say it does. It has the benefits they say it's going to have. They don't really go over the negatives, and they certainly don't point out the fact that you can do it with other products and do it yourself. You can get your own insurance You can have your own money in the bank. You can take out your own money and use it for purposes, whatever. You can obtain those things. And quite frankly, in my opinion, there are many other investments that work better. So the point of this video is to point out, just like I say the dollar's dead, think differently about the dollar. Just have enough for emergency fund and transactional. And every Friday we talk about other things you can invest in so you beat inflation, because the government, generally speaking, wants to keep you down. It seems like they never want you to get ahead. They tax you on everything that you do. And then you've got the situation where I want you to realize that people are presenting things in a way to just maybe sell their product or their service. Put yourself in their shoes and say, why are they presenting it to me? Are there alternatives? Think critically for yourself. Understand the motives of what's being shown to you and why, and look at the alternatives, because opportunity cost is the most important thing you have to think about, whether it's investing or getting rid of debt. Is this method of getting rid of debt going to get me out of debt faster and with less money than any other method? If so, that's the method for me. If this method of investing or saving, or maybe these 3 or 4 diversified, going to get me the best value, I'm going to make the most money, I'm going to preserve my wealth, and based on my risk profile, then that's what I want to do. But you got to look at all of them, if you will. Thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And please think critically for yourself. Put yourself in the shoes of the person that's presenting you something to see if what they're presenting is legitimately good for you and not just benefiting them. Have a great day.